Yo, what's up guys, Vinith here. Welcome back to my YouTube channel VDiaries. Today is unboxing day and I have two products on my table. Both are wireless speakers, both are from the same company, GoNoise. Earlier I have reviewed their smartwatches and this is their new wireless speaker series. No, they are not review units. I paid for these. So without any further ado, okay, before jumping into the video, if this is your first time, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. If you end up liking what you see, drop a like. So now let's begin. Nowadays portable speakers are the talk of the town. I also get a lot of questions on my videos recently asking about which portable speaker should I go for. So I hope this video will give you an idea about the two new kits in the town. To start with the unboxing experience, I really love the way they have packaged this whole thing. The thank you note with the bow is a nice move. To start with, let's pick the Noise Mate first. The Mate costs 3000 rupees or approximately $45. I'll leave a link for both in the description for real-time prices. The box contains the protection film for the display, the speaker itself, an aux cable, and USB cable for charging and some paperwork. Moving to the Aqua Mini, this is the smallest of these two. It costs 2500 rupees, roughly $35 to $40. The unboxing experience is quite similar, except you don't get any screen protector because Aqua Mini doesn't have any screen. Let's move to the design part. The Noise Mate is more of an indoor speaker with alarm clock facility. It has a display at the front. Don't ask me the resolution, please. Moving further, you have two 5-watt speakers flanking on each side of the display. You also get buttons at the top to control music, handle the volume, and set the clock and alarm. At the back, you get the power on-off button, an aux input port, micro USB charging port, and SD card slot. At the bottom you get a nice thin isolation layer of rubber so it doesn't rumble whatever surface it sits on. Pretty cool. This whole thing weighs around 320 grams and it has a 2200 mAh battery that powers this whole thing. It takes approximately 2.5 hours to charge it completely, and when full charge it will give you 3 to 4 hours of playtime. Talking about the Aqua Mini, this little fellow has a 5-watt single speaker and has an outdoor rugged look. It has a shockproof, waterproof and corrosion proof build. On one side you get a seal. When opened it will give you an access to the charging point and aux input. On the other side you get the buttons to control music and volume. This part of the speaker need to be properly sealed in order to make it fully waterproof. 1800 mAh battery powers this whole setup and it takes slightly more than 3 hours to charge it completely, and when full charged it gives you more than 7 hours of playtime. That's pretty nice. Let's talk about the common features of these two. Both uses Bluetooth 4.2 to communicate with your phones with low energy technology at that. Low energy technology makes the Bluetooth connection seamless without consuming lots of power, resulting into less load on the batteries of both the devices. Both the speakers has call facility and can receive calls via the speaker. This can be a cool replacement for all those conference calls in your office, provided your boss allows you to bring one of these. If you want seamless music without any call disturbance, you can hook up your old iPad or MP3 player as an aux input. Both speakers supports FM radio, which can be a deal breaker for most of you out there, because when I don't work I listen to FM radio all the time and it's good to know that you have it at your disposal. Let's move to the things that are exclusive to Mate speaker. In addition to the inputs that both the speaker supports, Mate has an SD card support. You also get a display where you can see time and can see many other things like weather and humidity level. You can set alarms using the control buttons at the top. FYI, there is no app to handle all this thing. You need to use the control buttons at the top to configure this whole thing. Battery percentage is something which is missing on the display, which I think would have completed the whole package. You can adjust the brightness of the display, or you can simply turn it off if you don't like any sort of lights while you're asleep. And talking about the sleep, boy, the alarm can get pretty loud. So make sure you set the volumes correct so you don't end up waking the whole apartment. Moving on to the exclusives of Mini Aqua, there is not any exclusive in terms of functionality, but you get very good build that makes this one an outdoor thing rather than just a showpiece on a desk like Noise Mate. It's not only splash resistance, but I literally put this whole thing into the water and it did well. Let's talk about the speaker quality, since it's a speaker and it all boils down to the audio quality. For comparison, I'm going to use my old Zebronics speaker which I bought for 1000 rupees 4 years back and is still going strong. So I'm gonna play Noise Mate and Aqua Mini first and put them against Zebronics later on.
Let's go back to entry one. Kids across the lane. Savannah, I'm coming home. Savannah, we'll never be alone. Savannah, the beauty of the world. Savannah, let's all take a walk. Savannah, I'm coming home. Savannah, we'll never be alone. Savannah, the beauty of the world. Savannah, let's all take a walk.
Well, both these noise speakers slightly did better than the Zebronics, but the lows and mids could have been better on these two. But if we compare between the Aqua and the Mate, the Aqua Mini was the loudest of all. It also has that rich bass, and overall I liked the Aqua Mini amongst the two in terms of audio quality. Noise Mate does the job, but my expectations were higher from Mate because of those dual speakers. When you compare these two amongst the cheaper options available from well-known brands like JBL, then at some point you feel like these two are slightly overpriced. But with that additional money, you're also getting that additional functionality and better build too. Okay, now the deal breaker. Aqua Mini has a better sound and better build for outdoors, and Mate has more functionality and has more of a desk accessory look. Which one will you pick? Let me know in the comment section below. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Show some love by pressing that like button. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. This is Vinit signing off. You people have a great time, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Peace!